Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this week's episode of the cooking segment right here on The Breakfast Show. So today we're bringing you a new and exciting recipe that you can make in the comfort of your own home. So I'm joined by Pravinder Multani at the Milan restaurant. Let's have a look what he's brought for us today.
Today we're going to do a very different dish from what we've been talking in our culinary journey. We had 3 dishes where we spoke about health, trends, new concepts. Today is a cheat day. Let's treat Sunday as our day, and today we're not talking about health. Today we want the food that we love to eat. Still healthy, still balanced, still coming from the traditional roots, but with a bit of naughtiness involved. What I mean is, today we're going to eat French fries. You know, the crisp French fries we love to eat with the burgers, but we're going to have them with a wrap. Going back to traditional Indian food, wrap was a part of our food. We used to call it kathi rolls. They came from the area of Hyderabad and even Lucknow and Awadh, where a kathi roll was a paratha which was wrapped with the filling of whatever you wanted to eat and eaten with a bit of salad or maybe some sliced onions and something which would give that filling to the body. A healthy food, I would say. True healthy food. When you're eating a paratha, which is shallow fried, you don't talk about health there. But yes, our food is rich, we know that. But sometimes there has to be some gap, there has to be some provisions made for that occasional cheating and occasional enjoyment. What I'm going to do today is a dish which is called Paneer Frankie. Paneer Frankie is a very popular dish in Mumbai, which is called now. Frankie's is kind of, you go to a small kiosk and he would do a Frankie where he takes a wrap which is shallow fried and he puts a filling, wraps it over. But what we're going to do out here is, I would just put that, the comparison with a wrap which you're going to have some salad, some filling in it. If you don't like paneer, absolutely no problem. Go to the market, pick up some fresh mozzarella cheese. The buffalo mozzarella, just get that cheese which is like a fresh paneer. Mind you, it melts very quickly, much quicker than paneer, but has got different flavor altogether. Sometimes people don't like paneer because there's no flavor in paneer. Paneer has to be flavored. Paneer tastes very good when you're eating with the spices, when you're eating with the masalas. So the choice is yours, whether you want paneer, and if you have paneer and you love paneer, then take paneer and cut that into sticks. You know the small packets that you get? Just cut them into half and then cut them into small batons. It's called batons. This is a word which is used in French food more often. So paneer cut into sticks or batons, and then you can take some peppers and onions. What I've done is, because this is a slightly complicated dish, I've cooked my onions and tomatoes and kept them. And I also got some tomato puree. I've kept them here because when the dish is done, this is what's going to be used. It's like you cook the onions brown, then you add the ginger garlic, then you add the tomatoes, and what eventually you would get is the sauce which I've got it ready made with me here. I'm going to make the spices as usual. What I say, we do not use any magic spice here. It's a simple basic coriander powder, cumin powder, red chili powder, turmeric powder and salt. Okay, whether you want to add coriander or not, that is entirely up to you. Whether you want to add some other herbs, you can even add mint to give it a nice flavor, but that's entirely up to you, whatever you like. Use your judgment, use your instincts to come up with the flavor which is your own. One more thing which I should tell you again is the wrap that we're going to make, the wrap will have to be heated up at the time of wrapping, but the mixture has to be cooked and kept before. The mixture has to be cool. So even if you do it 2 hours in advance, and if by chance you're using mozzarella, do not add mozzarella when your mixture is hot. You got to make a mixture of onions and tomatoes, put the peppers and onion, cook it till it is soft, dry, keep this on the side, let it cool down to quite a level, will bring it down to chill level, and then you add the mozzarella, mix it and keep your mixture ready. What I've done here is I've got the mixture which is ready for you. This is the mixture. This is the same thing, the paneer, which has got the peppers and the onions and the masala and the tomatoes, but I've cooled it down because my recipe says at this particular moment when I'm cooking it, I need to cool it down so that I can make the wrap very easily, and then I've got to shallow fry the wrap. So my mixture is ready and I've got my wrap. I've taken a slightly bigger wrap basically so that I can put the mixture in it and I can make my portion as one wrap, make it wholesome. I don't want smaller wraps, I don't want too big a wrap, I don't want too much of dough in it. I just want, this is probably a 10-inch wrap which you would pick up from any supermarket. If you don't want to go and pick up a tortilla wrap, you can actually make a roti, a thin roti or a thin paratha. It would do wonders for you. The mixture is ready and it's cool, and I've got the wrap. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wrap the filling and put the filling into the wrap and just roll it. There are different ways of rolling it. Some people like to roll it straight like a tube, but as usual, what I always do, and this is what I love doing it, is try different shapes, try different concepts with it. This is the kind of filling which I'm filling up in it. I'm not going to add any sauce into it, but what I'm doing is, and look at very carefully now here, this is how it is going to be wrapped. So I'm covering this bit, then I make the pocket. So I bring it both the sides on the inside, and holding with my two fingers on the near side to me, I'm just going to wrap it. So what I get is like an envelope. Okay. Once the envelope is ready, I need to seal this envelope. If I do not seal it, the chances are the mixture is going to come out. The other thing which I told you earlier, there should not be any sauce. If there is sauce, the wrap is going to go soggy, which is not going to make our purpose correct. And there it goes into the pan. I can hear it sizzling. I'm just making sure that on the cooler side I can touch it so that the sealing happens in the correct manner. So my pan is going to actually give a nice golden color to the food that I'm cooking. Once we are sure that the sealing on one side has actually happened, we're going to turn it around. And I think this is what we're looking at. Now this bit is actually sealed. It is not going to let the liquid go out. I'm just adjusting the temperature so that I can get an even color on the wrap. In the meanwhile, I've also got some French fries which I'm going to use to do the presentation. My traditional mint sauce, but probably something which goes well with the fries, the tomato ketchup. And looking at the wrap now, making sure it takes the color, it gives the crispness. I love that crispiness which comes along with it. But the only thing which I have to just make sure is, yes, look at the color now. This is the kind of color that we are actually looking at. Nice golden brown color. The other bit which we need to be careful about is the coloring has to be even. It should not be color on one side, on the other side there is no color. So once the wrap is ready, we'll turn the heating down. The wrap is ready. I'm going to take the wrap out, keep it on the side for cooling. The wrap has been shallow fried. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make it, it's not something where you need to really use your strength. It is just how you cut it. This is where the dimensions come into the picture when you're trying to do the presentation. Again, going back, if you've been watching our series, we've been talking about a few things. Ingredients, the cooking bit, and the final presentation. And the most important is the final presentation. What I'm going to do for this is just to give that healthy touch, not going back far from our traditional. I'm just going to get some lettuce, and this has been dressed. Put this here, in the center of the plate, and on top of this I'm going to put my wrap. This is how the wrap goes, and I'll take some fries, and the fries would be on the plate. Now I'm going to present this with two sauces, mint sauce for the wrap and tomato ketchup for the fries, and this makes your cheat day, Sunday, the best day. So here you eating the food, well balanced and healthy, even though it is being served with the fries. That doesn't make it unhealthy.
There we have it, that was our recipe for this week. Join us again next week for something new and different that you can make yourselves. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.